So, Iron Ore, major surprise through to the Heat O final. Next up, Typhoon 2 and Hammerhead 2.
Hammerhead 2 are through to the second round. This is for a place in the Heat final. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But I'm sensing there was something wrong with the flipper in round 1.
Yeah, the flipper wasn't working properly. One of the valves was broken. And so we couldn't really use the flipper. So we were lucky to go through. But everything has been fixed now.
What are your tactics going to be in round 2?
Well, Typhoon is a round robot, so we just flip it on its side. That's the end of it.
That's going to be it? You're going to win this one?
Absolutely.
You are up against Hammerhead 2. They are a flipper. How do you deal with flippers with this machine?
We're only vulnerable to flippers if we're not spinning. And so we're going to start spinning as soon as we can.
Hammerhead 2.
First from the arena then, the machine of Niels de Carpentier and Richard van der Berg. From Delft in Holland, the flipper now working.
Typhoon 2.
From Edinburgh Air Cadets and the commander Flying Officer Peter Bennett, Corporal Gary Cairns and Sergeant Graham Horn.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, Matilda once more. Oh, that's a horrible angle. And Shunt, who always gets his angles right.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Fancy blaming Shunt for a defeat in Robot Wars. After all, that's what they're there for. Typhoon 2 now spinning away. Straight away you can see the spinner up to full tilt, as it were. The Hammerhead comes looking for robot blood. Turns away again. On the sides of Typhoon 2, you can't really see them. Well, just a blur, the 4 rotating claw-shaped hammer cutters. Massive kinetic energy force slamming into the side of Hammerhead 2. The Dutch team does have that powerful tail flipper. You can see it at the controls. Niels looks on. Loves his skydiving as a hobby. Will Hammerhead 2 take the great fall here? A big fish in a small pond in Dutch Robot Wars. Here in the UK Championships, though, there is an ocean apart in class. Oh, and it's coming apart at the seams! Hammerhead 2! Oh! How about that for an attack by Typhoon 2? We talked about the danger created by spinners. This machine is a spinner in itself. And that was the moment where the metal splinters started to fly, then the side panels, and the electrics went. Look at that. Stunned into a submissive salute to Typhoon 2. Niels de Carpentier's machine is in smithereens. Seconds to go. That's not a bad challenge, I'll tell you what. The Dutch machines are getting stronger and stronger in Robot Wars. Typhoon 2 through to the Heat final. And now in comes Shunt with the diamond-edged axe and the bulldozer blades. And what will be the punishment for a beaten machine? The pit? Well, that really is the safest option for a beaten machine. The floor flipper, of course. We have the drop zone, don't forget. This is the floor flipper, though. How far will a Hammerhead shark fly? That far. More bits and pieces came. Oh, no. Not Matilda's tail. Let's see how it flies first. At what, 6-7 meters? And then in comes Matilda with the spinning flywheel tail. Oh, and now the drop zone as well! How cruel! How merciless! How delicious! How joyous for us all! Time to derail any hopes they ever had of rebuilding this with some railway track! Arriving on platform 18, the late, very late, Hammerhead 2. And a little nudge from Matilda, all that is now necessary to send it back to the land of dikes and windmills. Hammerhead 2 from Delft.
Utter carnage in the war zone, total devastation. Typhoon, they go storming through.
Well, Hammerhead, if it wasn't an endangered species, it is now.
Yeah.
You brought it in a trailer, you can take it home in the glove box, can't you?
Yeah, mostly. It's
Absolutely battered. What
Yes.
happened?
well, I tried to stop their spinner, but I could take a couple of big hits, and then it stopped on one side, and then they hit me on the side, and the link fell out, and then it was
Sitting
dead.
duck then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you've taken a serious amount of damage. Is there anything salvageable out of that robot now?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think most of the insides are still okay.
Are you going to come back and join us again?
Sure.
Build a harder robot.
Yeah, I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Hammerhead! How are you, squadron leader?
The first time we've really shown our mettle.
I was going to say, I mean, you performed often in the wars, but never to that devastating effect before.
Yeah, that's the first time that Typhoon 2's performed as well as it did there.
Yeah, I mean, have you made any changes to it? Why has it all of a sudden become like such a menacing robot?
Because we've learned from our previous mistakes and upgraded the robot.
Because you had a middleweight version of that, didn't you? Is that the middleweight version?
Nope, that's the heavyweight version.
That's the heavyweight version of it. It's a devastating robot. You've got to be pleased with the performance.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think your chances are? Now you've got U.R.O in the heat final, who flipped out bigger brother. Might have been a bit lucky, but it's a good robot. But do you think you can disintegrate that one?
We'll just need to see what happens.
See, the thing is, if you're not up to speed, you're really susceptible to a flipper, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. That's where my driving skills come in.
All right, then. You're a modest young man. You go and practice and rehearse, and we'll see you for the heat final. Let's hear it for Typhoon 2! Well, join me after the break when Typhoon 2 goes up against U.R.O in what promises to be a devastating heat final.
Welcome back to Robot Wars. And if you're wondering why this lot are going berserk, it's because we're about to fight an incredible final. This could bring tears to your eyes.
Coming up, the heat final, U.R.O 2.1 against Typhoon 2. Jane is in the pitch with Gilbert Grimm of the U.R.O team.
You are in the finals. Is this the furthest you've ever come in the wars?
It is, yes. We've always had tough second rounds in the wars. It's normally us that's flying out of the arena. This time we were able to turn the tables. We've now got another very hard battle coming up. Very destructive robot, so we've just got to be aware and do whatever we can.
Good luck.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to now speak to Typhoon, the military lads. What are your tactics in this battle? Did you see their last fight?
Yeah, I did. Very impressive.
You reckon you're going to do it?
Well, we'll see what happens.
What are your plans? Whisper.
Sorry, I can't tell you.
You can't. Military secrets again. Oh, how are we feeling, sir?
Very confident.
Confident?
Yes.
They have got a flipper. They've flipped out one of the biggest seeds in the 7th Wars.
If we're spinning, the gyroscopic effect of the cone will keep us from being flipped. If we're not spinning, we're in trouble.
Well, is it going to be a whitewash? Stranger things have happened in the war zone. Get ready. This is the heat final!
U.R.O 2.1.
Can they go one step further then for Gilbert and Robert Grimm and Ian Bilbo there with them?
Typhoon 2.
The secret military weaponry. Piloting Corporal Gary Cairns there on the left-hand side of the weaponry. Sergeant Graham Horn and Flying Officer Peter Bennett gives his tactics. There's Shunt in the arena for the house robot. top of shunt anyway. Refbot in the middle. And Sir Killalot waiting to get into the action. Eyes repaired, thank you.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Iron Ore turning away, and that has allowed Typhoon 2 to get up to its full spinning. Goodness me, look at that! Earlier on it wasn't spinning as fiercely as this. Typhoon 2 is really getting up ahead of steam here. Oh! Iron Ore bashed away, crashed away, still moving. Electronics still activated. 2 800-watt motors on board Iron Ore. Typhoon 2 slams and spins away. It's moving in a blur, up to 18 miles an hour across the arena floor. Ah! Iron Ore, dizzy. What can they do here? Robert Grimm driving, helped to design the machine. The flipper's not going to work. The flipper buckled. Look at that. That flipper's not going to work again. Iron Ore really up against it. Typhoon 2 gives chase. The pit releases. Just smashed. I'm frightened. I'll not be in the commentary booth. The pit release somehow activated. Iron Ore, look at that. Buckled wide open. Typhoon 2 thankfully slowing. So it quickly takes it to get up to a full head of steam again, shall we? I'm impressed, very impressed. He's worried, very worried. And you would be, wouldn't you? Yeah, already spinning. You can't see the words. Typhoon 2, they're lost in a blur. Iron Ore, get down that pit. Save yourself. Typhoon 2 comes in again. And in this Robot Wars dogfight, Iron Ore, you have bandits at, where are they? 4 or 5 o'clock high. There's Sergeant Graham Horn, 17 years of age, looking on. As Iron Ore has slowed to a halt, and Typhoon 2 are not coming in for the kill here. This is interesting. They know they've done their job. They're conserving energy. They are being sporting about it all and leaving the ref bot to do the maths. That was massively impressive. Watch out for Typhoon 2 in the series semi-finals, because they are through. Awesome it was, but not from Iron Ore. Sir Killalot tinkers. We have a tailor-made pit. Iron Ore, a Robot Wars soldier. It is not a sailor that goes through. The Edinburgh Air Cadets are in the series semi-final. And they were cooking on gas. Iron Ore withstood. Typhoon 2 prefers a microwave, obviously. Down came the cooker.
Well, it's taken over the mantle of Hypnodisc. Typhoon spinning to the series semi-finals! Well, Iron Ore talk me through it.
The problem we had is there was just no traction out there. We just could not get across to them quick enough.
So you're trying to get in there before they span up?
We had to get to them before they span up. We knew that once they got up to speed, they could, as they did, break us.
They obliterated you?
Well, yeah, they did a little bit of damage.
They're scraping your robot off the ground now.
No, that's the washing machine.
It's coming out in plastic bags.
No problem.
Look after yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, what a robot, what a sport, Iron Ore! I'm sure they're too near to you. You look like such a nice young man as well.
I'm only nice when I've not got a control in my hand.
I tell you, that robot's got a nasty streak to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I was surprised by that.
How come the force you hit other robots with doesn't immobilise you?
It's to do with specially designed some features inside the robot to take care of that.
You see, specially designed features inside the robot.
They've probably got a bit more funds available to do all this sort of testing than I have.
Hey, tell us about the features.
Sorry, I can't.
Oh, it's top secret.
Yeah, military secrets, mate.
Guys, they are quaking in their boots. We're looking forward to seeing you in the series semi-finals. And you know something? It'd be really good, squadron leader, if you went all the way. So I salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, Typhoon 2!
Well, Typhoon strike and Iron Ore's just been blown out of Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
Next time, second seeds Firestorm had our last qualifying heat for a place in the series semi-finals. 8 machines, only one will make it back.
Well, it is Valentine's, and if you're worried that today is going to turn you all soppy, don't worry. There's a chance to harden up when Robot Wars continues at 3:20 tomorrow afternoon, so that will set you straight for the weekend. Next up today, Dawson's Creek and some drunken behaviour.
Building robots is dangerous. If you want to build your own robot, you must first join the Robot Wars Club. Send a cheque or postal order for £14.95 to the address below, or for more information, visit our website.